Council Chairman James Flurry is here. Hey, Mr. James, how are you today?
Good morning. Good morning.
I guess my first question would be, as more details come to light about the mayor's plan for this new downtown arena, and now the price tag on it is $100 million, and the people of Shreveport would float around 30. I guess my number one question is, who's got $70 million to give to the city of Shreveport?
Well, they're going to be there today. You're going to get to find out who that is. Corporate royalty has done something similar to this in Birmingham, and so they're supposed to be the experts, and I look forward to listening to see what they have to say.
Is this a consulting firm? Are we going to get involved with a lot of consulting firms and lawyers and legal stuff that's going to jack the cost up possibly above $100 million?
No, I think this is a realtor developer that has done this before, is I know who they are.
Is it the same group that developed the Providence subdivision in South Shreveport? Is that still the group that's working on it?
I'm not familiar with that. I can't answer that because I'm not familiar with that. All I know is they have developed this in Birmingham, in Alabama, and they're very successful, and that's apparently how they came about.
This development, it's not just going to be the sports arena. This is going to include lots more. Also, could be living quarters. I mean, like townhouses, some other things, right?
It's going to be some shopping centers. You travel by boat up into the river to 12 Mile and go to this facility by boat if you'd like. As I appreciate what has been explained to me about it, what little bit I know about it.
The city's portion is $25 to $30 million. Would be a bond issue. Is that what you're anticipating the mayor to ask you for?
Yeah, and here's the deal. I believe the mayor has the votes today to pass it to the next step. Then she'll have 2 weeks to September 12th to sell her plan to the citizens of Shreveport. Right now, my phone is ringing off the wall, and I have not had anyone, not one, to tell me, please vote for this. This is a good deal. So she's got a heck of a sales job.
So basically, Mr. James,
to the citizens.
Pardon me, what you're telling me is if Miss Ollie is the sales manager of this, you're not exactly going to be her sales buddy.
Well, I'm just saying right now, I want to, before I commit, I want to listen today. I would be foolish to say anything different. But I'm just telling you that the citizens that I represent, my bosses, the people that put me where I'm at to come downtown, are very unhappy about it, and they have been very vocal to me about it. So I'll leave it at that. As
you have spoken to the other members of the council, have they given you an inclination and insight into what phone calls, what feedback from their constituents is?
Well, they did share yesterday that we apparently have been getting same emails from different individuals. They've been sending them to all of us, but my personal experience has been I've heard from District East, the district that I represent south of the downtown area, which is called Southern Hills.
This is a bond issue, so we vote on it. How soon could it get on the ballot?
Erin, are you absolutely sure that you're going to get to vote on that?
I'm hoping.
I think now, if I'm wrong, you straighten me out, but I'm going to tell you, that's not going to be a vote. That's a loan. That's not a capital item. I believe you're going to find that it's not going to be voted on by the people. Now, that's me talking. Hey, don't you remember the convention center, Keith Hightower mayor? Did you vote on that?
No. Would you encourage her to do that? Would you encourage her? Let's let the public decide.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But I'm just telling you got 2 weeks to do a sales pitch to the citizens of Shreveport that this is a good idea. You got to remember, who is this group that that they contacted her? They sought out the city for this RFP, and this is the same people, the Bensons, who I'm a Saints fan and everything. But if you remember back in Kathleen Blanco's term as governor and Bobby Jindal, they said, "Hey, we're going to move the Saints to San Antonio." And they loaded up a truckload of money and went to New Orleans and gave it to them. Please don't leave. Stay. What will it take? And they took a shovel after shovel full of money. And so they know how to get the best deal. We just got to be smarter. And if we're going to do this thing, we better do some real good, smart wheeling and dealing.
Mr. James, you intimated, maybe it was more than an intimation a couple of seconds ago, that in your mind there are enough council votes right now to go to the next step. Would it
I do believe that's just the 2.5 years experience on the council. No one's told me, but I just kind of feeling it out, and I believe she's got the votes to pass to the next step.
Are you a no vote?
I'm not ready to say whether I'm a yes or no.
Would it be presumptuous?
I'm going to listen today, but I'm also going to listen to the people that I represent.
Would it be presumptuous of me, therefore, to say there are more city council people that have to be talked out of this arena than have to be talked into this arena?
Right. I would agree with that.
Woo. We've got a poll at KEELnews.com. You want to hear what it says so far?
I do. Please.
91% say HE double hockey sticks no, and about 8.9% say yes. Go with it. It's not looking good.
But it doesn't. But I'm just saying today is just a vote of the to discuss it and debate it, and then the final vote be September the 12th. And so I think this is a lot of people are wanting to say, well, let's just give it some time to discuss and debate. But I made that mistake one time before. I said the same thing about the $12 trash fee. I thought it was a good idea to move it forward to debate it. But everybody takes that as that you're for it. They don't understand that you're just wanting to debate it, that the final vote hadn't been taken. And so I learned from that lesson real hard. That's being new to the council. Sometimes you got to nip it in the bud right now.
We need a roof on the convention center. $10 million. We have so many other needs in the city. There's people screaming at the radios right now. How are we even considering this with our infrastructure problems? Is that at the top of your list, too? Is that what you're hearing when you pick up your phone?
Exactly. I've got a street in my district. Although the mayor has done a lot of streets since she's been there, 122 or something, and she's done a lot. But I've got streets in my district that hadn't been overlaid in 40 years. There's what I call secondary streets in neighborhoods. And how do I explain to people that I'm going to vote for something like this and when I haven't worked on infrastructure? I mean, if we're going to do a bond issue, we ought to be doing one to do all of our streets. That's what we told people. We were going to try to fix the infrastructure.